welcome to the Natural View. We are live at SupplySide West, and we're here with Patrik and Tess from Bright Pharma Caps, and we're going to find out more about their company and about the organic difference. So, Tess, let me start with you. I want to learn more about the company for people who aren't familiar. How did you guys get started in the industry, and what do you guys offer?
Well, we're Bright Pharma Caps, and we are actually a woman-owned corporation. We're from Hood River, Oregon, and we've been Bright Pharma Caps since 2011, but we were formerly J.C. Bright, and we also sold capsules, and that was since 2006. So we've been in the industry quite a long time.
Excellent. Good.
And so, Tess, let's talk a little bit about the capsules. I understand you have the first NOP certified organic vegetable capsules. Is that correct? See, talk a little bit about.
Sure, it's Jaqua, and we've had the world's first and only fully certified organic USDA capsule since 2014. And it's made from bouillon, and it's a fantastic capsule. It has a wonderful oxygen barrier. It protects your product. It's very shiny. It swallows very easy, non-hygroscopic.
They run very well, too. They protect with an oxygen barrier, unlike any other capsule. But to secure the quality of the bouillon, we built our own manufacturing plant for the bouillon. It was years and years of research. We had to build the plant to be organic, to manufacture, but then we also have built plants to make our own bouillon. We have to secure the organic material to do it. We have to grow. It's kind of like growing a fungus to create it. And you have to get the viscosity right, produce it. But we took over our own bouillon. We have a vast capacity on both these. We have another plant for bouillon. Our growth has been at about 40%. And that's because we kind of want to keep a lid on it and not let it get out of hand. We want to be able to get everything for everybody. So we've got that managed very well. But we're handling 40%. We got lots of room for everybody else. It's a big deal. This is the first time you've been able to get the full USDA organic seal on an encapsulated product. And as I like to say, you get the green seal on your product, it'll fly off the shelf.
Excellent. I wanted to talk a little bit more about that organic seal and what does it truly mean to be organic, like the real deal?
The real deal of being organic is you have to have certified organic ingredients. Number one, they have to be completely certified. Number two, you have to have a completely certified organic manufacturing facility to manufacture the products. You have to have complete transparency and importation certifications if you're importing into the U.S. Buyers of these products really need to know that that's really important. You need to know what you're looking at. You need to look at those import certifications. You need to know that every batch, every lot, every container that comes into the United States or wherever warehouse it goes into has its own certificate of analysis, its own COA. You need to know what that looks like. Plus, in our office, you probably know about the manufacturing facility being organic certified. You probably know about the ingredients being organic certified. But our very own headquarters, our office, where we process orders actually has to be certified organic. And that's a big deal because when we're handling organic paperwork, we're handling certificates of analysis, we're handling certificates of importation, and we're selling that product. We have to have traceability to absolutely everywhere that product goes. So it's not just certification at the manufacturing level, it's also certification at the people who are selling the capsules level.
So it's obviously a very complicated problem.
Well, it
If it was easy, there'd be more people doing it.
Well, let's talk about the easy and not good way. Let's talk a little bit about organic fraud and what that means for the industry, especially up against a company like yours that's doing all of those rigorous steps. It's expensive, it's laborious. So put that in context to someone, committing organic fraud. Tell us what that's all about.
Well, about 3 years ago, somebody came by and said, Patrik, are you selling organic capsule to these people or is it a new supplier? I had no idea. Check it out. And so we had it checked out, and they're one that would have the organic certificate for the facility. So on that company, I actually had some of our good customers purchase some because they were selling cheaper. And I said, look, we welcome other families.
We do. Competition is good. We do welcome it.
They don't have this, that, and that. Don't buy them. And she couldn't resist saving money. So she came back about a year later, said, okay, I should have listened to you. They never came with the paperwork. And not only that, they're not running. I'm trying to return $100,000 worth of product, and they're not giving me our money back. So here we are at SupplySide again, and somebody just came up, and they said, here's another one selling organic. I said, well,
Check out.
like I said, we bought them. But you better check the paperwork.
Yeah, check the paperwork because and there's another good point on if you're a purchaser of organic capsules or any capsules, know what you're looking for. Know what does an import certificate look like. Protect yourself. What does that look like? What do the COAs look like? Make sure.
To get your manufacturing organic as a manufacturer, you have to work with an organic certifying agency. There's a lot of them. We've been at this a while. We worked with a lot of them. And initially, none of them knew they were organic capsules. And they were going, no, that can't be. And we'd have to educate the organic certifier. They would come up and say that we had to have unorganic certified handlers permits. And it's like, no. Our office is organic. And so, I mean, there's been a learning curve for everybody. But go to your organic certifier and get them proactive in it too.
Yeah, I want to just stay on that for a minute. So if you're a brand, and obviously this is appealing, we know consumers are interested, what are the questions you should really be asking to make sure that you're getting quality and you're not like that unfortunate person that you mentioned who's just going for the discount?
I would think you'd work directly with your organic certifier. Most of it comes from their QC people that I get these questions. Sometimes, and I'll just go back to them, talk to your organic certifier. They should know, and I'm happy to talk to them and explain to them, we have to pay for it. Yes, these are fully organic certified.
Well, so there are consumers brands looking to buy organic capsules because they're organic, and that makes sense fitting that formulation. Are there other performance benefits that come with using an organic capsule?
Well, I would just say Cool
Specific one.
is it gives added values and benefits that no other capsule does. So just being Cool, and before we got organic certified, we were selling non-organic Cool, and that still allowed you, if you had organic fill, to say the made with organic claim. I just spent last week before the NOSB testifying about Cool staying on the approved list. And we're fine with that because usually if you come up with an organic one, you take a non-organic off. It's been for years going through this. It's going to come up again and maybe it gets pulled down. But just the added values and benefits of how well this runs, how flexible it is, how there's no taste. It's inert, so it doesn't react with other products. Cool is just, to me, the best ingredient.
And it's non-hygroscopic, and that means it won't get stuck in your throat. It's very slippery when you're swallowing it.
No taste. It's a great cat.
And you can see how shiny and clear they are. They're beautiful.
Encapsulated encapsulation is one of the very preferred delivery mechanisms for nutritional products. So, and the trend moves to organic, as we know it's been doing, to have a certified organic capsule is a big deal.
So I want to talk more about the process. And so for people, I'm sure there are a lot of people who want to be making this switch, a lot of brands. Are there any other challenges that they should know about or things that they should have top of mind as they're, kind of weighing their options?
Well, we're a sustainable company since the organic capsules are agricultural. All of the ingredients that we use are sustainable. We also, if you know anything about capsule manufacturing, we're a very ethical company as well. It takes a lot of water to make to these hard shell capsules, and we have built a water treatment facility that treats all the water, and it's given back to farmers in the agricultural community to water their crops with. So we're actually able to reuse the water to actually help sustain the product.
because we're organic and we're the only one, I get the idea of a one source issue. We were through that when we were doing the non-organic, and we were using one Japanese manufacturer for Pula. And when they got bought out by another company that said, oh, well, maybe we should raise the price. Maybe we should pull it off the market for a while. We couldn't get product for a while, and we just learned the lesson of to depend on one supplier can be tough. So we know about that. We don't want to be that person. That's why when we brought these back on the market, we started slow. We didn't go out and do a lot of advertising. We wanted to make sure we had enough. The customers that we'd had, let them grow. Now that we have enough and we built for the future, we have a capacity that's far above and beyond what capsule usage is. So we're prepared. We're not going to run out. So we understand the challenges of being in the marketplace.
Now, you mentioned a few minutes ago the organic movements, continuing to grow. There's more interest. Let's talk at the consumer level. Do you hear from the brands you work with that consumers are asking for organics? And maybe most importantly, are they willing to pay a little bit more to get that?
Well, I think they are. I mean, Tess and I have been big followers of organic, of food and everything, and just we totally believe in it, the quality of it. But when you look at a capsule, if people are already involved with the organic ingredients, a capsule, when you have 100 units that say go in a jar, and even if the price is double the price, it's still talking pennies.
Yeah.
So this, to add the grade simple, to only add pennies to the overall product, the capsule is not making it more expensive.
That makes sense.
Well, and our organic business did grow by 40% last year. So that's telling us that, yes, consumers are willing to pay more. They are getting more interested in organic. And it is heading that way, which is a good thing for everybody.
Yep.
Planet.
Right.
Excellent. Let's stay focused on the planet for a minute. And if you could just talk about I know that you guys are doing a lot in terms of, sustainability. You talked about the organic office. So brag a little on that. Tell us about the great things you guys are doing.
Well, some of it even goes past the organic. I mean, it took a lot of research to develop that. But we also have another product that is a gastric acid resistant capsule. The first ones out were called DR, delayed release. And we saw what that is. We saw a demand for those. But when we tested what was out there, it wasn't doing what they said it was. So our incredible development team developed one that is far superior. So some of the fastest selling lines of this would be for probiotics and things. The fastest selling lines of probiotics are using our capsules when they test alongside the ones that aren't switch. So, we're always setting higher goals and higher standards, new development. All our capsules are built on machines that our factory built. They're the only encapsulation manufacturing machine that are driven by magnetic. Everything else is hydraulic. Gotcha. Ours is magnetic, so there's less vibration. So our capsules can be made to a tighter tolerance, so they run better on the faster machines. So, they're always coming up with new things. We wrote all the computer programs that run our machines. It's an amazing facility, and we're always trying to raise the bar.
Always.
One of the big industry topics over the past 5, maybe 10 years has been transparency and sustainability, right? And I think by now we all realize we need those two components to have an industry that's going to thrive for the next 10, 20, 50, 100 years, right? So can you talk a little bit about some of the practices that you're incorporating into the business to ensure, transparency and sustainability within your own business?
Well, the factory is dedicated to it. And like just say, with the water usage, what they do over there, us, the office in transparency, we'll get people that call and they go, oh, you answered your phone. Yeah. And I'm the VP to seal. And I got you on the phone. I said, yeah, you want to talk to the owner? In this day and age, because I have the same problem. People don't answer their phone. They can get me on the phone. They can get the owner on the phone. And when they ask, I see this all the time. Thanks for your prompt reply. They'll ask for documentation, which is just getting more and more. What QC needs to get from us. And now I just got one today organic quality certificate for a company. It's a big company we work with in Colorado. They have their own quality form that we looked at and said, yeah, we're happy that they do that. So, or we'll have that back within a day, and that's what they always say. Thanks for your prompt reply, as we always have the documents.
And we're very transparent. We love to show up our factories. We love to show off everything that we have. You know, we're very transparent. You can always get a hold of us and ask us anything, and we don't have the answer. We'll figure it out, because that's what it's all about.
We've taken people to the factory to take them through the factory. They want to see it. Let's go to China. We have videos that we can actually do live video, FaceTime crew to walk to the factory. What do you want to see?
Yeah, I love all of that. And it actually is a question that I wanted to ask about kind of the benefits of working with a smaller company, a woman-owned company. And I think you just kind of nailed that. Like, you can get us on the phone.
Get us on the phone.
Tell us what you need.
We run lean and mean. That's what we always say, because, you know, that's the best way to be. And I mean, here we are at the show, and we're here at a small, we like our booth nice and small like this, so we can talk to everybody. And we don't have to send people out to talk to people, because we have such a big booth, we need a lot more people. So we call it running lean and mean, and that's what we do. We like it that way.
We went out to dinner last night for the first time in a long time. Both owners and our whole basic company was together for the first time.
It was 4 of us.
And we reiterated what we said when we started. We want to do this and have fun. If it ever gets not fun, we'll go find something else to do.
Yeah.
And we also said we don't have to work with people we don't like. I don't care what size they are. They're not nice. I'm not going to work with them. See much it. It's still I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
absolutely.
So, any final takeaways? Anything we should know before we wrap up?
I think that organic is the future. And I really think that, you know, we welcome competition. People think we want to be the only one just because we are the only one. For right now, that's really got all the transparency and the documentation. And I think that, organic is on the rise, and it should be. Everything should be organic. It shouldn't be. I just always thought everything should be organic. So I'm really proud and really honored to have had the first organic capsule since 2014. It's not like we just came out with it last year or 2 years ago, or we're introducing it to the show. We have had that capsule since 2014, and we're seeing a rise in it, and we're glad, we're happy to still be here. And
it was a tough road, too, that we don't need to go into some of the painful experiences that we went through. It's to the point that we are really celebratory about being able to pull it off. We have people coming up to us. You know, you guys are the hardest working people in our industry, and thank you for going through what you had to do, financially stressed. We're so glad you did that. And I mean, I get emotional. You've been at some of these organic conferences where people they'll have to stand up before everybody and get honored. It's like,
when we first started the organic, people didn't want to believe it was true. So they tried to say that there's no way we could have done that. So we said to our guns, we're still here and we're still organic.
That sucks. I love it. Thank goodness you guys did, because you're bringing this new that we know consumers want. And thank you all for joining us. And if you want to talk to them, call them up.
just on the phone.
Yeah. All right, everybody.